Already, I am the one and only B-Boy Handlez, aka King James, aka the greatest B-Boy of all time. It's pretty accurate, right?
What's up, everybody? This is B-Boy Nastic, MEC crew representative. That's my name, don't wear it out. Okay.
Yo, what's up? This is Assault from Maximum Efficiency.
Can't none of y'all niggas see the dog get dog. Cause I'm one rude boy coming with the wicked.
King of the city pose.
Been breaking for 6 years now. Started breaking at my high school, Cedar Break Collegiate in Scarborough. I've been with hip hop from as far as I remember, and I didn't start b-boying until 6 years ago because I was a basketball player, I was a baller. I was a straight up jock, going for the scholarship, blah 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 blah. And then year of grade 11, when I first moved to Scarborough from Oshawa, moved to Scarborough, tried out for the ball team, cut my Achilles tendon by kicking through a glass window because someone stole my wallet, got pissed. Lost control, whatever. Cut my Achilles tendon, couldn't play ball anymore, all those dreams and stuff cut off. Couldn't walk for about a year, and then after it started to heal, like, you know, I was just getting like antsy and need to do something. And then when I met Sticks and Lawrence, they were helping me through, like, started teaching me the 6 steps, top blocks, and Piecez and stuff, showing like what advantages I had, and then they said that I was stronger than most b-boys, so they worked with me with that, and then eventually I started to get interested into it because it just seemed like fun. It took my mind away from like not playing ball anymore, because yeah, I guess I was pretty depressed about that, because that was basically my life from like grade 6, so yeah, that's how it started basically. It's like I stopped playing ball to break, basically. My first crew that I was involved in was started up by Sticks. It was called Soul Step for a short time. That was my first crew. Went on for that for a few years, and then that broke up. Moved to Hamilton. Started chilling out with like Style Lords, a few Supernaturals. Lived there for a few years. Didn't really have a crew yet. Moved back, and then I met up with my boy Puzzles. He's in Supernaturals now, but met up with him, and he wanted to get a crew started called Drunken Monks. Yeah, Puzzles. Met with Puzzles. Puzzles was telling me, he was like, yeah, you know, like him and a few boys, they wanted to get something going, you know, like people that he likes to chill with, blah blah blah. Turns out it was me, Sticks, Puzzles, my boy Sons of God, and Rush, and we started off the crew Drunken Monks, and that started off pretty good. Like, we all vibed with each other. We were a pretty strong crew at the time. People were actually scared of us, you know, like they were like, we were the next upcoming crew. And like, we won Dark Nights. It was a pretty good event, you know. You had like Bag of Tricks, Back to Basics, Ground Illusions, like, you know, like good crews were there, and it was a good event. We ended up winning that, and things happened. Some stuff like trying to find a place to stay and moving from here and there, like from offshore back and forth all the time. Dealing with some garbage, so I kind of like laid low for a bit. And then when I was basically settled, I was talking with this B-girl, Lady Noise, and she knew our crew. She's hung out with us from before when we were way dark and stuff. So she knew of our crew. She knew how good we could have been, and she wanted to start it up again. And then me and Lady Noise basically started like a new chapter of Drunken Monks. So yeah, that didn't work out. A lot of personal stuff, and then I ran back to MEC basically. I actually lived back in the area where MEC always practiced, and then we chill out a bit. You know, it felt like old times when I first started practicing with like angles and sticks, because they brought me to the MEC practices when I first started, so I knew all of them already. And I started chilling more, you know, did a lot of stuff for each other, and yeah, and then it just made sense, you know, because I left Drunken Monks, and these guys are like family to me, so it's like, whatever. It felt like nothing to join them. And then me and Jay both left Drunken Monks at the same time, so me and Jay were boys, and we were going to make a decision to like just me and him break together. And then when he saw me like coming back to MEC, he was like, why not? Because it just makes sense. And then Jay came in, he gelled with the crew. Everyone, you know, started working together. We all got better, and now that's our squad. Yeah. See, when you're b-boying, you wanna be able to look, you know, good, because your clothes match your the level of your performance. I think. Because if whatever you're wearing looks stupid, your moves aren't gonna look nice. So, like, there's not too much science behind it. Mm-hmm. It's like it's kind of extreme, but if you were watching me break in a skirt, it wouldn't really look too good, you know. So like that's an extreme, but you get the idea.
Point taken, yeah.
I started when I was the end or the beginning? I think the beginning of grade 12. I think that was like 99, late 98, early 99.
Why?
Basically, everyone thought I was a b-boy already, you know, and I thought I'd look into this b-boying thing, and my brother actually got me into it. Like, I told him, yo, everyone thinks I'm a b-boy, and then he said, I got a boy who knows how to break dance, you know, maybe he can teach you. But it never came to. The first time I ever dropped, I was watching, it was really weird. I was watching TV at like 5 in the morning, and I caught Beat Street, and I'm like, oh shit, this looks kind of cool. I saw them dropping, you know what I mean? And then like, after Beat Street, Breakfast Television came on City TV, and what do you know? There's b-boys on Breakfast TV. I think it was Benzo and those guys. I'm not too sure, but I knew it was Bag of Tricks. I'm not too sure who they were, but yeah, they were showing how to do freezes and like do the 6 steps. They showed how to do a freeze. I tried it out. It was really awkward because I didn't know how to like place everything. Mm-hmm. And so from there, I learned how to like kind of make up my own stuff. I was in Miami. I was on Lincoln Ave, and I saw this airbrush place. So I thought I'd get a shirt, and then meet my boy Puzzles. I told my boy Puzzle, and I said, yo, what are you gonna get on your shirt? I said, I'm just gonna get my name and my crew, you know what I mean? And he said, yo, you gotta get pretty nasty. I'm like, why? He's like, yo, that's how it is, man. That's history right there. People, like, that's what people don't know, man. Like, everybody used to be called burning somebody. Like Flow Master, for example, was burning Flow, you know what I mean? And like, it's almost like, I don't know what kind of degree, you know what I mean? But like, that's what everyone seemed to be called back in the day, like when all this b-boying started. So I thought, hey, that sounds pretty fucking cool, you know what I mean? Burning Nastic, you know?
My beginnings were, I guess the first time I saw breaking, or the first time that it inspired me. I've probably seen it here and there randomly, but that it like hooked me was Boogie Brad. Funnily enough, I saw them at a bar mitzvah. They were doing a show, and I saw Frank and I saw Jesse and Nathan. Migas wasn't there, but their energy, the energy that these guys put out on stage, it was like nothing I'd ever seen before. And I wanted to like have that. I wanted to be able to put that energy out in something that I do and something that I could love. And I think that the moves were like relevant to what I was doing at the time, which was gymnastics. And like when I was like 8 or 9 years old. But then after that, I kind of stopped doing gymnastics and I wanted to keep active with that kind of stuff. So Boogie Brats are really the ones who sparked it in me. And particularly Mighty Mouse, his dancing. And then later in my breakdancing career, he was a big inspiration to me. He supported a lot before he kind of disappeared. But even still, when I saw him a couple months ago, he was still really energetic and really cool guy. And I really think that he's a key inspiration. So that's where I started. Also, I took classes once I started actually wanting to learn. Obviously, my dad was inspiration, but Benzo probably was the most. You should probably showed me the most about breaking more than anyone. The culture, the lifestyle, and just moves like dancing.
How did you meet him?
I met him at Randolph Dance Academy. I took classes there for 2.5 years. And yeah, I mean, I don't think I would have kept at it the same way if it wasn't for him, because like he showed me the things that I didn't think were possible, and he showed me how to do them. And I don't know, he was almost like he was like a big brother in the whole breaking game, because like he would take me around, and I used to be little Mikey, not just Mikey. That was funny actually, because when I saw Jesse a couple months ago, he called me Little Mikey, and I don't remember anyone calling me that for like 4 years. So I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, that's basically it. I mean, I saw it. I was interested. I actually started on the internet because I had no one to teach me. Then my dad found the classes at Randolph, Benzo teaching them. Benzo inspired me to keep going, and then Dave picked me up because he's a bastard. No, Dave, I guess, saw me at Randolph Dance Class where John was. Apparently Jim was there too. I don't remember too clearly, but I remember Dave just coming up to me like how Dave is. Do that again. And then I'm just like, hey, how are you doing? And he just like stole me into the crew basically. And at that time, this is underground, I don't even know if this is true, but as close as I was with Benzo and like doing all the shows, and like he got me to do my first couple shows with Benzo with Bag of Tricks. So the way that was going, like, I mean, it was kind of like, I don't know, this is like not even official, but maybe there could have been a possibility to go to Bag of Tricks, but Dave might have seen that. He snagged me right before.
Stole you?
So he stole me. Even Boogie Brat, like Mighty Mouse was talking to me a lot about what was going on in their crew, but no one ever like formally asked. So it was more like this was the time when I was going to join a crew, and Dave kind of jumped right at it. So yeah, apparently there were lots of doubts in the crew. I've been hearing lately that they didn't want me in the crew or something. But I battled Mark the first time to get into the crew. I think I lost pretty bad, but whatever, that's part of it. Well, let's see, between the t-shirts that I get for free, the jeans that I have one pair of that I keep switching until they rip. Don't forget the blue hat. It used to always be a yellow shirt. I don't really care. Oh, and check out the shoes. These are my holy shoes. They're holy because there's big holes in them.
But you like most b-boys do plan out their outfits, right? And what they're gonna wear. Why don't you?
Because I don't care.
Mikey's a machine, so no matter what he wears, he's gonna look good.
I don't even remember, man, to tell you the truth. Like, I've been b-boying for life, like, as far as I can remember. I got pictures, like, when I'm a kid, like, you know, like, popping and locking and shit. But no, like, I got serious around, like, when everyone gets serious, like, around high school time, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't know, it was pretty cool. Like, there was cats, like, Overproof and Silence used to be in my high school, you know, and my cousin used to hang with them, right? So, like, my cousin came to my basement once and showed me a 6-step and stuff, and from then it was like, boom, addicted, you know what I mean? Like, I was hooked on that for life, you know? Pretty much, and then, like, I've always been with the same group of friends, like Nastic, Jailbreak, Assault, you know what I mean? Like, we all grew up together from knee high, right? So, even if we weren't b-boying, we'd be doing something else together anyway, so I guess it's just b-boying instead of like you being stick-up kids or whatever, you know what I mean? So that's what that is. Yeah, man, so I guess I just started, like I said, high school times, and after that, like, I used to hit the rec center, town center, the Supernaturals were there, then that's when we were younger, then we got on to like a real tip, like, you know, Bag of Tricks, Benzo, like mad inspiration for our crew. Like that guy really like took the time out of all the overheads to sit down and be like, yeah man, you guys are dope, you're on the right track, really opened up our minds. And like through that we found like Piecez in everyone, and like it was pretty dope, real wicked way of networking.
But yeah, b-boy attire, man. I just feel b-boys, you gotta look fresh all the time, man. Cause like you can't come in with a helmet and mashed up shoes, like that shit's whack. B-boy's an attitude. You have to be fresh and fly all the time. Like you're going to a club, you're gonna pick up chicks, you know what I mean? Like that's why you're doing this. Like, I don't know, I guess in a sense, it's like a respect for yourself too. Like you have to appreciate what you're doing, right? And I think like your mentality should be proper, the way you dress should be proper, and your style should be proper.
B-boying, I started, well, all my uncles would break, my older cousins used to break, you know, and I kind of picked it up from them, you know what I mean? And then when I went to high school, like a few people from like Bag of Tricks were like, went to my school and they used to like stood on the cap, Flex for sure, Silence, and a few other people, and like sometimes Overproof for sure, Paulie, yeah, man, those guys, and like after I saw them, and before I was just trying to do like, you know, like windmills and like, you know what I mean, all that shit, but then after I saw them, I really saw like more like, you know, like original footwork and like, you know, so it got me kind of hyped up, and I wanted to, you know, really learn more about it. Right now 7 years, but like I quit, you know, for like 3.5 years. So like our original crew was called Handlez. It was me, Nastic, Bigglez, and Jailbreak. That was like our like original crew. Like we started off like, we're all from the same like hood and stuff, you know what I mean? So I picked it up from there. But then one day at a jam at my high school actually, these other b-boys came, and their name was Maximum Efficiency, and they were like Floor Play, Romy, Bernard, Method 1, Angles, Sticks, like man, like yeah, so like we ended up hooking up with them, and we started like practicing together and stuff like that, and then we just joined up eventually.
Honestly, like if you're in a crew and you don't chill with your crew members, you're not. To me, that's not a crew. Like your crew has to be your boys. You know what I mean? Like you should be able to like have like chill and have nothing to do with b-boying at all. That's like family. You know what I mean? Like, you know how fucking wicked we are. Yo. We don't even practice, son. We just chill. I just fucking chill. Practice.
Hey. I mean, like when you're practicing with a crew, you feel that like kind of tied together. Like you feel like you can trust them to talk to them about like what you think sucks. Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is, as much as Dave can walk around and be like, that sucks. I mean, I think that pushed me a lot. I think that did. I think it bugs most other people. I'm being maybe kind of too honest, but I think it bugs a lot of the people in the crew when Dave does that. But I think it helped me a lot because I don't like it when people tell me that it's good or that it's better or that it's whatever, because it's not, and it could be better, it could always be better, and Dave never saw it as good.
I've seen is it's getting better. I feel that like after the last couple years, a lot of b-boys have realized that like they need to get hungry. You know, they gotta put in some work, do some research. You know, like be real about the shit.
Our scene has mad style, man. It's just crazy. Like everyone has nice flow. They're clean. You know what I mean? I like the Toronto scene.
It's really up and down all the time. People just gotta stop fucking
There's
beefing.
black everywhere.
And usually the beef is some petty shit. Us Canadian b-boys gotta stick together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We gotta be more like family. We gotta show the world that we're number one. So the scene in Toronto, like again, corporate people, they get a hold of our scene and they just want to reap the benefits. You know what I mean? And leave us hanging. I believe Zion, the guy who owns Bomb Shelter, said it the best. These corporate heads, they're like missionaries. You know what I mean? Back in the days when the missionaries used to go to like uncivilized islands and hand out Bibles and stuff to people who really didn't need it, right? Who were just living their lives. So that's what kind of these corporate guys are doing to the scene. You know, like most of the b-boys that you see on the videos, they're flown out everywhere. You know, they get treated like superstars. And hopefully, I get to that level in my b-boying. But
What do you think it'll take to get to that level? What do you think you need to do?
I think I really gotta put myself out there. That's the only thing I'm afraid of. I don't want to go corporate with b-boying, and most of the b-boys are corporate. You know what I mean?
Why?
Well, you know they get paid.
No, why don't you want to go corporate?
Well, because this is my life. You know what I mean? I don't want to be exploited, right? I want to get the maximum exposure, but if I'm gonna get exploited, I don't have to go through that, you know what I mean? Because in the end, it's just, I'm going to feel bad about myself, right? Right now, I'm b-boying for myself. I'm not b-boying for anybody.
Some of the newer crew, or the people who were around most were like that group when I was around. Jim recently has been like inspiring me that like, because I remember back in the day he used to be like, he was pretty good, but like now he's like really good. And like Mark Floorplay was even saying like, you'd expect like someone who's been going for so long at a certain level, it's like, oh, they might not ever get better. But Jim took it like beyond what anyone would have ever thought for him, and I think he's gonna be going up. Like he's not done. He's not done. And he's like, it's funny because I think everyone had their peaks at different times in MEC. So if we were saying this yesterday, if we were all peaking at the same time, we'd be a pretty serious crew.
This is Jim's peak. When was yours?
Mine was right when I got injured.
Which is how long ago?
Which I don't think was a peak. Since summer, really? Well, I got injured, like, see, I've never really gotten to an point of injured that it was, like, really bad, but it's to the point that I have to, like, tone it down or stop or...
What is the injury exactly and how?
I have a fused vertebrae, 3, 4, and 5 in my neck. You can probably even see it. It's kind of cool. You see that?
Yes.
Pretty gross. Anyways, that, complementing my bald spot, came from head spinning. Actually, no, I was born with that in my neck. I could never really turn past here. Yes, you can make fun of me. I have to go like this. Oh, if I have a spinning chair, I can just go like this. But generally, I'll have to, like, totally turn over.
Ultimately, like I guess there's no real ending to what I want to do with b-boying. Like I want to learn as much as possible. I want to always leave opportunity for growth. I want to teach, like spread the words, spread the knowledge and stuff. Thank you, sir. But like as for now, like I guess my more immediate goals is just to get better, be cleaner, be sharper, no more how to break down the music more, to just keep improving until it's like you wouldn't even think that you're doing what you could do.
What I'm really trying to accomplish there is that
I just want like the best b-boys to come out of that basement, like the ones who trained with us. And I figure if we all focus like our mind and our abilities together, not like trying to be better than one another, just a fact of just really trying to reach a level of like, you know, how can I put it? Like pretty much just your apex of being a dancer. Like just to be the ultimate best you can be personally. It doesn't matter if you're better than the next person or like battle this guy or battle that guy. I'm really trying to teach just for your physical self and your like your, you know, your mind and everything, just to be on like one level in unison with each other. So yeah, like what I do is I just find who I think is dope in the scene, and I'm just like, hey, would you like to come train, whatever. Right now we got my man Switch up in there, Switch B from the fam, and Troubles right now, and they're just like, they're loving it, and they're 2 dope b-boys already. And I really just want them to open their minds, and already like in just the short time we've been training, they said that's like the best they've ever been, and I feel that we're all on the right track. That's pretty much how our crew trains. Most of our best shit gets done in the basement, you know what I mean? Like if we have a battle to go to, like we'll bury ourselves down in the lab for fucking, I don't know, for how long we have to till we get our shit like sharp and correct. And I think that's the womb, you know what I mean? The lab is like, that's where we all began. MEC, that's where we all started. So you know, we're really comfortable there, and it's a small space, but I don't know, I think that's what helps the most too. You're very aware of your surroundings and stuff like that. And pretty much what I just like to preach is like, you know, just the Toronto style, foundation, footwork, dancing, you know what I mean? A lot of blenders, threads, worms, you know, just the shit we're down with. And yeah, that's my thing, that's my hustle, yo. Just making crack, yo, just making crack in that basement. Yeah, that's it. Mad shoutouts, man. Mad love. Shoutouts to Nomadic Styles, Funk Fanatics, Dangerous Goods, all my boys back in the dot who run with us, Puzzles, freaking Tintin, you know, DDT, Bag of Tricks. Mad love.